going to share tonight. And I'm just going to kind of read them to you as they were brought exactly to me. And hopefully they'll kind of more than more mine. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a story about following my heart. I moved back to Macon about 7 years ago from Warner Robins. I moved in with my sister, not the kind of woman you want to be with, especially when you're dealing with somebody who's both physically and mentally ill. But I did what I had to do under the circumstances, and I got out, and I got a job. They kept teasing me about this cook that I had not yet met. I was waiting tables at a local restaurant. They were making remarks like, you're single, he's single, blah, 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 you know, you're really going to like him, and he's really going to like you. They were trying to play matchmaker in a major way. I was in a conversation with my then assistant manager about him, and she was telling me, oh, you're really going to like him, he's really easy to work for, he's pretty particular about who he works with. I said, okay, whatever, I've heard this before. And when he walked in that night, he had a million-watt smile on his face, and I can't begin to describe the reaction I had. I literally just took my heart and threw it at his feet. I mean, the minute he breezed through the door, I was just struck dumb. Long story short, we headed off the next morning. We were standing out in front of the store talking, and he asked me where I lived. I told him, and I asked him why. He said, well, when you get home in the morning, just come outside. He said, just do it, and I said, okay. So I walked out in my sister's backyard, and I heard, hey, he's literally standing less than a football field from me. He'd been back there 2 months, and I didn't even know it. Literally, practically living in my backyard. I was living with my sister, he was living with his brother. We proceeded to work together for a while, got to become friends very quickly, best friends after a while, and started dating. We had a major falling out, our first big fight, you could say. I don't even remember exactly what it was over, but we broke up and I went back to my sister's house, and I was crying my eyes out on my knees. And in a moment of divine providence, I just flat out told God. I said, God, if this is the man you need for me, I need a sign. And not 30 seconds later, my right hand to God, there was knocking on my windowsill. I let my blinds up, and he's standing in my front yard. We've been together ever since. We got married this past December, and I have not regretted it for a moment. But about 2 weeks after we got married, I was diagnosed with cancer, lung cancer. So I wasn't sure whether or not he got the best end of the bargain. But he tells me every day that he loves me 150%. And there is not a day that goes by that I don't thank God that knock on my window still came, because I call him my gift from God, and I mean it. He's my reason to fight. He's the reason I am fighting. If it were not for him, I probably wouldn't even be trying. He told me one time, he said that he thought God put me in his path for a reason. And I said, yes, you did. Or excuse me, yes, he did, and you're looking at the reason. I wouldn't know what to do without him, wouldn't even want to try. Everything I've gone through, everything I've been through, he's been through twice as much, and he's still standing strong, and he's still standing up. And with that example, I feel like I cannot let him down. He's a good role model for me, on top of being adorable. To this day, I am grateful with everything stacked against us at that point in time that I listened and I followed my heart, as beat up as it was, and I gave him a second chance. Because everybody does stupid stuff once in a while. God knows I'm the queen of it. I'm literally the queen of stupid stuff. But that was one split-second decision that wasn't made by me. It was made for me. I firmly believe that. He's my heart. I told him repeatedly that I would rather live under a bridge with him than in a mansion without him. And with the circumstances being what they are, and us being homeless, I think we've pretty well proven to one another that no matter what adversity comes our way, as long as we're together, that's all that matters. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Because like I said, I could not do this by myself. He makes it abundantly clear every day and in every way that he loves me. He doesn't just say it,